The Healthy Homes bus tour on October 5th took 85 people on a route through neighborhoods with restored homes and not yet safe housing, ending with a report to the City Council. Bus riders met with families struggling to keep children from being bitten by rats, electrocuted, or made sick by lead poisoning and mold.
I'm Michael Gaspetti.
Community members became outraged by these conditions.
Actually, when we started in talking about eliminating substandard houses, people thought that was a kind of a pie-in-the-sky dream. Well, to be kind of honest, I thought so too. People wanted to believe, and actually we had a meeting in 2001 to kind of brainstorm what could we do? How could we begin eliminating substandard houses? And people came up with all kinds of ideas. The 2001 brainstorm session was our first housing summit. In 2003, we had another housing summit. We could measure what the ideas that we talked about and where were we on the ladder of those ideas. And it was really exciting to know you could check from the ideas to actuality. Healthy homes by 2008 is a great possibility.
One of the great things about Greensboro is how willing and committed all the people are to jump into an issue and roll their sleeves up and accomplish it. We learned this when we saw the Social Capital Survey about how engaged we were as a community. I want to congratulate the Greensboro Housing Coalition for their leadership in establishing a very bold vision, and that vision to eliminate substandard housing by 2008. I can't think of a more important issue for us to address as a community than to all get on the bus and address housing.
The Healthy Homes bus tour was designed to do just that, to help you see what the reality is in Greensboro, to knock you out of your mode of how you've seen it in the past. Come on, come along with us. Get on the bus and take the Healthy Homes tour.
There are 62 apartments there that have had hundreds and hundreds of code violations over the last, who knows how many years. 30, I think.
Substandard housing is a problem in Greensboro. Lead paint can poison children, causing brain damage or learning and behavioral problems. Roof leaks or plumbing leaks make an environment for mold and cockroaches, triggering asthma attacks and respiratory problems. Rotten floors can collapse, breaking bones. Unsafe electrical wiring can electrocute or cause fires, burning and leading to smoke inhalation. Unsafe heating can make carbon monoxide, poisoning people. Abandoned buildings attract criminal activity, endangering children in the neighborhood. Housing is a health issue.
These apartments have been condemned over and over again for 20 years. They still are dangerous. But the city has some new tools now to correct this or do away with this. And they are the Rental Unit Certificate of Occupancy, the International Maintenance Code, which is a big hike from what they were using before. They were using rules that they used in 1967. This time around, the city can really put teeth in getting things repaired. Not the lowest level, but new standards that we have.
In fact, this time around, Greensboro has many tools for addressing unsafe housing. These new ordinances, a lead hazard control program to make homes, including rental housing, lead safe, Housing Greensboro's homeowner repair program, educational programs for tenants, landlords, and homebuyers, and even a web-based rental housing list so that tenants can find healthy homes. The city can demolish buildings that have been condemned for long periods of time without adequate repairs, with due process, of course.
And we're about to enter Hampton Homes, which is one of our largest developments. It's 275 public housing units. We are in the process of doing a $16 million complete renovation of these apartments.
The good news about this whole bus tour is our hosts along this bus tour who are trying to make a good place for their children, they are the heroes.
We have host.
This is the lady on this street.
The house behind you.
Housing is not a low-income issue. It's an issue that affects us all.
This does not promote the progressiveness of the image that Greensboro wants to portray.
It affects the ability for our children to learn in schools. It affects the ability of their parents to be able to perform at their jobs. It has ripple effects through all aspects of our community, whether it's crime rates, whether it's neighborhood stability, or whether it's health care. If we can all join together and work to eliminate substandard housing by 2008, think of the value that's going to have for our community. Think of how we could establish housing as one of our core values, how we can build on the values of trust and partnership and collaboration. Working together, I think we're all going to be very pleased to see what we can accomplish in eliminating substandard housing by 2008.
This house here used to look like this other one over here with all the paint falling off of it.
When houses like these get scraped and repainted, they look a whole lot better. But the owner was making things much worse when old lead paint was scraped without using lead-safe work practice. The lead from the first few layers of the paint got into the dust and chips and seriously poisoned a 3-year-old when he played around the house while the painter chipped away. Don't do anything to disturb old paint without finding out how to do it safely. The health department can actually give you skills and know-how to safely remove lead hazards in paint.
When we do outreach about lead paint, her house had a lot of lead paint in it, and so we got her in touch with the city.
Greensboro Housing Coalition came in and they did the lead program, and they found out that I had a lot of lead in here. I think that's what was making us sick. It was in the pipes, it was in the water, you know. Water was no food, nothing you cooked in here didn't taste right. I had drop cords running everywhere, hose running every which way, trying to keep water, you know, hot water going into the bathtub. The flooring was bad. The sink was almost down in the kitchen, well, down in the floor, in the ground outside. The plumbing was bad. The porch, you walk up on it, I was afraid that you would fall through it. The heating system, I had to use the stove, the electric stove, plus little electric heaters, which were burning out at any time we might have caught a fire in here, you know. I had a real bad breathing problem. I couldn't hardly walk. A lot of it was coming from the house itself. And once we got the house fixed, my breathing problem is no more. I would love to thank the people that gave me, that felt that I was worthy of it, you know.
What surprised you about what you saw on the housing tour today? Was it the disrepair you saw? The holes in the roof? The crumbling chimneys? The broken steps as we walked up on the porch? The disarray that the neighborhood appeared to have with such a house in disrepair. People who live in safe and healthy housing are proud of their homes and feel comfortable and feel that they are equal to others who live in the community and neighborhood. There's a seat on the Healthy Housing bus just for you. We need you. We need your energy, we need your skill, we need your dollars, we need your influence, and we need your interest. Come along now, join our efforts. We have your ticket and your seat is waiting.
Get on the bus.
Get on the bus. Please, anybody get on the bus.